Hello, Jez Cox here with very short highlights of the BEMER Cyclassics from Hamburg. The UCI Men's World Tour rolls on while the Vuelta is underway. This is the course, tried and tested really, heading very flat northwards, and then coming back to contest really just one climb, the Wasserberg. There has a gentle rise into it. They take it in once before they go back into Hamburg, come back out because it was so good, they come back out to do the Wasserberg twice more before the 17-kilometre roll back into Hamburg and the expected big sprint finish. And what a sprint it should be, with Fabio Jakobsen, Caleb Ewan, Peter Sagan, Arnaud Demar, Dylan Groenewegen and Wout van Aert, amongst others, some of the best sprinters in the world in what has to be one of the best sprint fields of the whole men's UCI World Tour season. The riders headed out for 205 kilometres, not the longest of the men's World Tour one-day races, but one that would be perfectly formed towards a final sprint finish. Anthony Julien was in company of Yevgeny Gidic, the Kazakh national champion, and those two had with them Jacopo Mosca as well. They were eventually joined by Ida Schelling, and the chasing was being done by Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl, thinking about Fabio Jakobsen and keeping things together for him. They went through the finish line for the first time, headed eastward, having gone over the first of our ascents of the Wasserberg, and then eventually we lost, unfortunately, the Kazakh champion Yevgeny Gidic, leaving these three out there, and Ida Schelling was the strongest of them, having joined that breakaway late on. And then this happened. This nasty looking crash was actually a particularly decisive moment in the race. It took out a lot of the Jumbo-Visma riders, not Wout van Aert, as you can see he's on the radio there, and it also left quite a few of the Bora Hansgrohe riders there. Marco Haller signalling to the German road race champion Nils Pollitt to get on with it. It was a nasty looking crash, and it left Ida Schelling as they headed onto the second of our laps of the Wasserberg alone by himself. This was the second most decisive moment of the whole race though. Wout van Aert opening up the burners on the ascent of the Wasserberg and going over the top, drawing clear with him some of the strongest riders left in that leading group. They included Jonathan Narvaez and also in there Marco Haller, Patrick Conrad, so two Austrian riders, and also with them Quinten Hermans, the Belgian rider for Intermarché Wanty-Gobert. The Ineos Grenadiers sort of marshalled things at the front there, because they were of course still thinking about Elia Viviani trying to get that fourth win, but they had the slight issue that Jonathan Narvaez had saved this and was up there in the leading group of five. Coming towards the finish, it was all about how were they going to get the better of Wout van Aert, easily the best sprinter in here, or so you would think. With two Bora Hansgrohe riders, it was about them trying to get a result on the day. Patrick Conrad led out and did everything he could, having attacked early on coming into the finish, but he had Wout van Aert on his wheel. How were they going to get the better of him? Well, this is how. Marco Haller opening up whilst Wout van Aert was looking the wrong way and getting the jump. Quinten Hermans jumping in between Marco Haller and Wout van Aert. Wout van Aert then started to wind it up to try and come round Hermans, but it was too late. Marco Haller getting the sixth win of his pro career, and easily the biggest, as he takes out a World Tour win. The Austrian 31-year-old absolutely, well, I was going to say delighted, but more than that, he was ecstatic at the finish, and his teammates were too. Nils Pollitt rolling in and just managing to stop in time to congratulate him. You don't need me to tell you how happy he was. You can hear it yourselves. What a wonderful victory for the Austrian. It was unexpected circumstances. We really did think everything was pointing towards a big clash between the world's biggest sprinters. The Austrian Marco Haller is a great sprinter, but we wouldn't normally expect it to finish like that. Jasper Philipsen took out the rest in the sprint just ahead of Phil Bauhaus, the German. But unfortunately, they weren't there to contest the big finale at the end. Marco Haller was. The Austrian, or two Austrians in the top five. Marco Haller taking the win ahead of Wout van Aert. Quinten Hermans, two Belgians, second and third. And here we get another look at it again. Had the line been a little bit further on, Wout van Aert could have taken that, but the dip was too late, and the Austrian, Marco Haller, has taken a sparkling win in the glorious sunshine of Hamburg. The men's World Tour rolls on. Next weekend you can catch me bringing you the full coverage of the Breton Classic West France. Do join us for that and do enjoy the Vuelta, of course, the home of cycling here, Eurosport GCN all week. You can catch full highlights, by the way, of today back on the GCN Plus app.